Okay, students, welcome back. Coming to the next session, the concept is about data. That means, when in the business analysis process, when you identify and rectify by business analyst team, that is about data. That means simply, first of all, what is data? Or firm in an organization, that means collected of related information, that is either the data is collection of some information is either in a format that is textual information or visual information. Visual information contains in graphical format or image format or video format or audio format. Okay, coming to first of all, what is data? About data, there is some introduction, that is, it goes without saying that we identify it as this concept, that is, it goes without saying that the volume of data has grown exponentially in the recent years. That means the collection of information about a particular organization is increased at present time. Traditional technologies and data warehouses are finding it is difficult to cope up with this large volume of data. These days, most of business houses are facing competitive pressure, and data for them is no longer by product of business process but rather an important information asset. Okay, that means it is very necessary for collection of data in every organization nowadays. Okay, it is a valuable asset that needs to be handled and managed effectively. The most basic building block of analytics is data. That means simply they observe collected of related information, what is needed and what is required for that analysis process. It lies at the core of the existence of analytics. In the absence of data, there would be no analytics. That means simply without data, there is no analysis process. Hence, data becomes very important asset for the organization. This calls for creating an appropriate environment for sharing, storing, aggregating, and summarizing the data. The current chapter introduced the concept of data and discussed the various data management technique. Okay, the present concept is about for the requirement of data, how data is collected, what type of data can be managed for an organization. That means simply observe data and its format of types. That means how it is recorded and how forms of data can be contained. That means simply in the form of file. That means example, student file having multiple records of data. That means simply observing these are different formats of data. For example, taking the data in the form of file, that means about for considering student record, file having multiple records of students. Record means a student name, address, gender. In that record there is a field also there, that is, for example, name of the student is considered as field. The name should form of combination of zeros and ones. Another type is bit, 0 or 1. Simply observe this type of data, that is contains files. In the files, a collection of records are there, record and another record is there, and in that record there is a 5 fields, and in that field it should be maintained and formatted in the form of bit format. simply that observed in this manner, that is, a computer system organizes data in a hierarchy way. The smallest unit of data which a computer can handle is the bit. Generally, the data in a computer is stored in a binary form. 8 bits makes a byte, which may represent a single character, symbol, or a number. That means simply a byte code is combination of some 8 bits is called as byte, which may represent a single character, symbol, or number. Okay, this is about data. Simply by observing this, every data record in a unique format, that means there is not matching anything. That area or example of for considering the data in the ratio format. One on the basis of structured and organization of digital data is classified into three types, categorized into three types, that is unstructured data and semi-structured data and structured data. These data types will be discussed in detail. With the use of internet, there has been an explosion of unstructured data. That means simply unstructured data does not exist in the form of relational rows and columns, but rather exist in multiple forms as images, videos, logos, blogs, and call center records, web forms, emails, etc. That means simply the data can contain in a unstructured format. For example, web images and videos, blogs, call center records, web forms, emails, etc. are not in a unstructured format. That is simply called that data is called unstructured data. This data is not properly organized and lacks of structure and meaning. According to Merrill Lynch, almost 80 to 90% of data within the organization is unstructured data. By showing this in the figure, that is what it contains in the form of unstructured data. That is simply when you take the records, that is unstructured data about the internet facility, that is memos, PPTs, surveys, call center records, social media content, emails, web images are in a unstructured format. Okay, simply this can be observed in the following diagram. These days internet is a if it is a customer who want to buy a product, the first thing that he seeks out is information about the product from the internet. A tracking of the visitors on the website helps a company know which product are popular and which links are most open. Okay, simply observing that everyone looks in the internet for required a product, and that visitors, that type of information is valuable for the company, but this data is unstructured format. Okay, what are the characters it satisfied about unstructured format data? Okay, some of the important characteristics followed by unstructured data are: it is not available in the form of relational tables like rows and columns. Simply it is a not in the tabular format. Next one is most of data is in a casual form of images, videos, emails, call center records, bitmaps, blogs, and social media conversation. We already familiar this unstructured data, what data contains in the unstructured format. that is simply videos and images, call center record, web images, blog, social media conversation in the form of this type, that is unstructured data. The data does not conform to any existing model and is unorganized. It cannot be used easily by the existing programs. Okay, simply the unstructured data is very voluminous and hence it is very difficult to store this large volume of data. Simply unstructured data is more content and we occupy more volume to store and manage. That's why it is in unstructured format. Okay, next, how to store unstructured data. Next one is coming to next one, that is how it is stored. That means unstructured data comprises almost 80 to 90% of the organization data, and storing this data is a very risky challenge. Okay, that is difficult faced in storing the unstructured data. What difficulties can faced in an organization? That is, since the data is very huge, developing a suitable storage capacity becomes an issue. That means simply the unstructured data can be stored is a very high end and high technique and high developing, very huge content can be managed. Unstructured data comprises of lots of images and videos which take a lot of space, hence storage capacity also has to be very big. Coming to next comprise is, since the storage capacity required is also large, hence the cost of creating and maintaining such a storage capacity also becomes very high. Assign a unique identifier to each record such that it can be retrieved from a data set simply by entering the identifier code. Okay, these are the storing phases we are facing in the storing of unstructured data. Coming to next type, that is how to analyze unstructured data. Okay, after storing of unstructured data, how can it analyze? Whereas the unstructured data forms a large component of the organization data, the tools available to analyze particular data are very scarce and few. The reason for this is the fact that unstructured data can be interpreted in multiple number of ways, making it difficult to analyze the data. It has been found that when the predictive data models of analytics are used with unstructured data, they provide much greater accurate predictions. Unstructured data analysis is done through text analytics. Some of the popular techniques used for the analyze unstructured data. First one is logical analysis. This is the text mining technique that tries to analyze the meaning of particular word. The analysis tries to interpret the meaning of the word in context. Text mining, this technique, instead of analyzing a particular word, applies the analysis to the entire sentence. The syntax analysis is used to create a parse tree that shows the relationship of one word with another. The example can be seen in the figure 2.3. Third one is semantic analysis. A detailed form of text analytics is semantic analysis. In syntax analysis, the relationship between various words in the sentence has been studied, and now in semantic analysis, the entire sentence is evaluated to unearth the meaning behind the sentence. By simply taking a simple example for consideration into this diagram, that is sentence has noun phrase, verb phrase, and a proper noun emit, that is verb 8. Noun phrase is common noun, that is simply Amit ate food, that is the sentence here. Amit is a noun and ate verb food is a common noun. This is the analyzing of unstructured data for taking the sentence as example. Okay. Next one, for these are the different formats, that is characteristic storing and how to analyze the unstructured. What is semi-structured? That means, for example, graduating a more organized form of data, we move onto semi-structured data. This data is slightly processed and is not raw like unstructured data. It is an intermediate form of the data lying somewhere between the unstructured data and the unstructured data. Like the unstructured data does not conform to any regular pattern and lacks uniformity. However, it is semi-structured means it is an intermediary level, and unlike the structured data, it is not completely raw in nature but rather partly structured. Similar to the structured data, it is relatively easy to store this data. However, unlike the structured data, this data cannot be stored in the form of relational database that requires rows and columns to be formed. By volume, this data constitutes 10% of organizing data. The main source of semi-structured data is the internet, and the various sources of internet can be seen in the following figure. That is email and transmission control protocol and IP packages. That means simply internet protocol packages and XML. It is a markup, one of the markup language, and markup languages also there. There is some zipped files in a semi-structured format. Okay. Then only a particular structure, partial structure, storing semi-structured data comes with its own set of challenges. That means by observing the challenges, that is, firstly, semi-structured data does not have a particular schema. What is schema? Schema refers to the organization of the structure that a data has for the database. There is no difference between data and schema. Hence, a single query may update both the data as well as the schema together. Hence, this becomes the primary challenge for storing the semi-structured data. Storing the semi-structured data. Secondly, the nature of secondary data is diverse, since the main source of semi-structured data is the internet. Most of this data is heterogeneous. The comprises of diverse mix of data types. Thirdly, the speed at which the semi-structured data needs to be updated is very fast. Again, the reason for this is that The main source of semi-structured data is internet, where new data gets generated very fast. Hence, the data updation also has to be very frequent. Lastly, the data is highly irregular. At times, certain parts of this data are missing, and on other, despite these limitations, the storing of semi-structured is possible. The possible solutions for storing data are: first one is XML. XML is nothing but the extensible markup language, is a standard language developed by the World Wide Web Consortium W3 Consortium. It is suitable for semi-structured database. It uses tags and attributes to store data. That means tags are simply names of the elements. This can be for observing by saving bank account name address, cash withdrawal and object cash deposits. Okay, coming to next limitation is object oriented modeling, OEM. That is, under this model, the data is stored in the form of objects. An object can be external entity, event, or a place or thing, etc. This can be observed in this diagram. That is, for example, there is a saving bank, there is a account number, name, address, and withdrawal and deposits. These are the considered as different attributes, and the cash withdrawal and deposit are the operational, and name is some mandatory field. Okay, this is different forms how to store an semi-structured data. That is simply observing this diagram, that is about some bank account details, and schema graph in OEM model. Third one is DOM, document object model. In this, the data is stored on the document. It stores the data in a hierarchical form, where the head node in the document node, which identifies the document. The other is the child node and represented the attributes, elements, and text of the document of the document. The attribute node specifies the property of the document, example font, color, size of the document. The element node specifies the different component of the document, like the head, body, and the title of the document. And the text node only contains the text of the document. This is the different ways to store semi-structured data. Coming to third one is third type, that is structured data. What is structured data? Is an organized form of data. This data has been formatted in universally understandable manner. It share an organization data is anywhere between 10 to 20%. It is highly organized, clean, analytical, and capable of further data manipulations. The structured data may arise from day to day transactions like point of purchase information, credit card information, call center call, detailed records, etc. It also comes from any data that has been manually inputted by the user, like name, age, gender, etc. Structured data forms the backbone using which a data analytics team can gain while developing company website. The structured data lies within an organization in the form of arrays, records, classes, and files. They are the building blocks of any data structure type. The main feature of structured data, the data is clearly defined. That means its meaning, format and features of the data are clearly known. Second one is structured data is easily stored in the form of rows and columns as relational database. The data can be grouped on the basis of attributes. Entities possessing the same attributes are grouped together. The data can be stored easily in the warehouse in the form of fixed fields within a record or a file. Generally, the structured data can be stored in a databases like Microsoft Access, SQL, Structured Query Language, Online Analytical Process Systems, OLTP, etc. It is these features of the structured data that storing structured data becomes very easy. Storing, how to store, that means generally speaking handling the working of structured is easy, very easy. Consequently, the storing of structured also becomes very easy. That means some of the features it contains, that is scalability, that is very easy to handle and increasing volume of data as the data is very organized. Second one is indexing, that can be indexed easily on the basis of any attribute or any text. Security, the structured data is relatively secure as the sources of inputs as well as access to this data can be easily regulated. Updation also can be done for the records retrieving. Since the data is indexed, hence retrieving data becomes very easy. Then manipulation changes. Structured data allows a number of operations to be performed like data mining and warehousing, etc. These are the different features of storing structured data. Okay, that means scalability, indexing, security, updation, retrieving, manipulation. These are different types of ways the contents of data. Okay, that means simply there are three types of every data in the formatted, that is unstructured, semi structured and structured data. This is totally completely concept about data. Thank you, students.